The brand new Golden Tee Mobile course, Mayfield, will host this Week 4 showdown between Lumpy17 and Whammy. Hi, everybody. I'm Chad Schrump. This is Tony Johnson. Whammy will drive it down the fairway here on the front nine of Mayfield. So glad we could bring you the brand new baby, the Golden Tee Mobile course, Mayfield. Here's Lumpy down the fairway as well. Dave Prusky, Chicago's own, taking on the Minnesota native Tony Johnson. Here is Lumpy with a stinger that he just misses to the left. Good effort from Dave Prusky. Let's see if Tony can dial in this 3-iron. This looks beautiful. Money! Tony Johnson, first hole, one-stroke lead. If there was a Mount Everest of Golden Tee Mobile players, and I know it's early, been 3 years or so, Tony Johnson is in either seat 1 or seat 2 on that mountain. Tony Johnson, one-stroke lead over Dave Prusky. We continue. Hole number 2. Got to avoid the truck, got to avoid the pool, got to avoid a whole lot of crap here on hole number 2 to have a good shot in. Prusky going with a sniper, trying to land it just short of that water, and he is going to have a ranger most likely from there. He will. 3-wood. Takes a little bit off. I still think that's going to be nice. Oh, it is nice, and it bounces just over the hole. He will have a putt for eagle. Tony, a little better position, can use a javelin. Gets it on the green. That will dive to the left, but I think his stroke, his swipe was a bit to the right, causing that shot to not go as straight as he wanted initially. Still gets great shot points, but never challenges the hole. I may have seen that incorrectly, but I think the swipe was just a smidge to the right, putting a little curve on his javelin. Here's an eagle putt for Dave in, and Tony's going to make this one as well. So Tony Johnson will maintain a one-stroke lead here on Mayfield after hole number 2. Here is a par 3. 3-iron sniper for Tony. This looks great. This looks great. Tony Johnson is on one. He's on one. Hole in one, 2 hole outs, his first 3 holes. Tony Johnson said, who needs to work on the stinger game? Not me. I know what I'm doing. Here is Prusky. 1-iron stinger. Oh, just slides it past. Dave is so close to being tied right now, but it's crazy. He is down 2 strokes, has hit 2 phenomenal shots. Just missed on 1, just misses on 3, but the difference is inches. And right now, Tony Johnson all over the cup. He's got 2 hole outs, trying for another. Here he is on the drivable par 4. He is on the green in 1. Here is Prusky going around the tree a bit and over. Grabber lands safely, and that will be for eagle. So 2 good shots executed by these 2 great players. Whammy in the jar, and Dave as well. After 4 holes, Tony Johnson 2 better as we move to the 5th hole. And I do certainly believe I finally saw a ranger off the tee. I might have incorrectly called one with Ian Hughes last week, but I know what I just saw. That, my friends, was a ranger. Whammy, thank you. Dave Prusky off the tee. Both players in the fairway, and now Tony doing what Tony does best. This is a grabber. This is a grabber in for great shot points, I believe. Yes, sir. 8,700 GSP for one Mr. Anthony Johnson. The Whammy is on one today, folks, trying to get back to Vegas. He is your 2021 Golden Tee Mobile World Champion. Was unable to participate in 2022. Oh, Dave Prusky. David, you have done it again. David elects not to put on the brakes here with a grabber or a sniper or a javelin. Very sad. Happens frequently. Loses concentration, and he is going to get blown out of this match. And it makes me sad because he had the same thing happen last week. But if there's anything to console you, David, Tony's on one today. He's already up 2. Now he's up 4. That shot did not even really matter unless you were going to make it. I know it sucks. You'll be back. Here is Tony. This is going to slide down by the hole. I don't think he's going to get points there. He doesn't. Dave Prusky, Lumpy, 1 iron. Get up. Let's pull for Lumpy to make some shots here. Here's a 15-footer that's in for birdie here on hole 6. Tony will maintain a 4-stroke advantage with his 2 hole outs and the unfortunate mistake by David on hole number 5. Here is the shot, if you didn't know it, on hole 7. Just land it right here in the park, right here on the roundabout. That's all you have to do. It's super easy, and you can get there almost every time. Dave is going way to the right. I think he should be fine. I think this is a little bit harder. Here is a Ranger. Get up. Get up. And he's on to the green. Now, Tony should have a much better shot. He does. 310 driver, Ranger, over the house, through the woods, onto the green we go, running to the cup. Oh, my goodness. Thought he might have made that one as well. Just rolls past. Prusky with the putt. Money. Good putt from Dave. Tony will make this one. And we move on to the 8th hole. Mercifully, we've got 2 to play. Here is Tony. Maniacs. He is going to put this strategically on the right side and play for a chip. That is a really great idea. Prusky will do the same. Javelin into this fairway. Will have a little bit of a longer shot, I believe. He does. Here is the Ranger chip, and he's going to miss it to the right. Here's Tony. Javelin chip, and yes, sir. Tony Johnson doing Tony Johnson things. He has a 5-stroke lead now after 8 holes. We're almost done, David. We are almost done. You will be back. You're too good of a player not to be. We are moving on to the 9th hole. Tony Johnson with a commanding lead here on the front 9 of Mayfield. Hopefully, tomorrow we see some Mayfield back 9 because that hole, or course rather, presents a lot of holes that are quite challenging. That was the first mistake I've really seen Tony do. Now, I think Tony's going to say he wanted that as far right as he could to get a better angle around those trees. But the Ranger out of there, I think he's going to have to hit. I don't know. He's got a lot of room to play with it. I don't think it's a bad shot. I'd prefer to be in the fairway like that if I could be. But who's arguing with Tony Johnson right now? Yeah, I mean, that's a great shot. What am I talking about? Ranger into the green, lands safely, runs out to the fringe. And this will seal the deal for Mr. Tony Johnson. The great Whammy, a 5-stroke victory over Dave Prusky. A 2-better, 16 under on Mayfield's debut in the World Championship head-to-head qualifying.